introducing us, and thank you guys.
Sorry if I'm a little slow and wobbly. Got hit by a car. All right, so literally. But I'm off the crutch, so doing better. I'm alive. I'm lucky to be alive. So I guess I introduce our first comic here. You know him, you love him, Blake Whitbeck.
What's going on, everybody? Give a hand to Kay for her birthday. 2 days early. I like that there's a gavel up here. What did you get the gavel for? Is that yours? In case I didn't like that joke?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. That joke's illegal. All right. So who are we starting off with? I guess we're going to start off with Sean. I want to preface this by saying that these people are all my friends, okay? I'm going to say things that are pretty mean that I normally wouldn't say to them, but we're friends and we all like each other, okay? Okay? I just want to, yeah. Good. Okay, so let's give it up for Sean Barnes, everybody. Sean Barnes kind of looks like he runs a lesbian motorcycle gang. He kind of looks like Tim Pool, too. I like to call him Tim Pool Table, because he wears a lot of things with pockets. All right, I thought that one was funny. I knew it wasn't going to land, but I was like, Tim Pool, pockets? Like, okay. Anyway, what else? Yeah, he likes to wear a lot of jean jackets. I was really hoping you'd wear one tonight, but you're kind of fucking me here. Yeah, he likes to wear a lot of jean jackets to compensate for his wife wearing the pants in the relationship. Yes. Yeah, Sean, his wife is the breadwinner in the relationship. I know, surprising. He has a wife? Crazy. Okay. We're going to move on to our next. Let's give it up to Frankie Jeb. All right. Thank God Frankie Jeb was able to leave his Nexium meeting to join us. Frankie Jeb kind of looks like he grew up in a cult and like survived and made it out. Like he drank the Kool-Aid, but it didn't kill him and like made him stronger, you know? Frankie comes from a family with a lot of kids, which you can tell by just looking at him. He kind of looks like he went to like maybe an Amish frat. Like Jebda? Jebda? Is that a Jebda? I don't know. I wrote it down. I don't know if it makes sense, Jebda. Yeah, and what was it? Recently, he came out and said that he was like half Pakistani, right? Is that true?
Yeah, my dad's from Pakistan.
He's half Pakistani, which means that he can only take women on normal carpet rides. All right. Cool. And now let's move on to Kay. Let's give it up to the birthday girl. I feel like Kay has ugly child energy. Like she grew up as an ugly kid and then she like just recently got hot in like her late 20s and she's gonna make up for that by fucking as many people as possible now. Like she missed out on getting to like hook up with teenage boys, so now she's trying to hook up with comedians instead, you know? It's like, they still make dick jokes, it's close. I don't know. We gotta skip that one. No, I can't. It's about a comic that didn't show up, and I said that I wouldn't be mean. I'm gonna say it anyway. Fuck it. Yeah, Kay, her tits are so small that even Jordan Perna tried to fuck her. He's a gay guy. Okay. I think that it's funny timing that Kay and Frankie broke up as soon as he started doing his half Pakistani bit. Let's see. When Kay first showed up to the comedy scene, all of the comics thought that they had a chance with her. They were right. And we all thought that she was gonna suck. And we were right. In more ways than we thought. You know? No, I'm kidding. Give it up for Kay, everybody. She's fantastic. And let's give it back up for Aaron, our host, who I think one thing we share in common is we're both in a Key and Peele sketch. You know, he's Aaron and I'm Balake. Cool, all right. Give it up for Aaron.
All right, I guess it's time to introduce the next fella on the stage. You may know him as Frankie Jeb. Everybody else is and Company. He's the big ticket item, so I guess give it up for Frankie.
Hello. It's great to be here in this renovated VFW. Yeah, it'll be on sale any day now. All right. Sean, nice to see you. Sean looks like a vegan barista who gets pissed when you order coffee with whole milk. Sean, you also look like a lesbian's edgy girlfriend. Sean, you look like a hipster Russian doll. Blake, these are my friends. Blake looks like that rodent from Guardians of the Galaxy if he had a failed rap career. Blake, you look like you eat ass on the first date. Aaron, it's nice to see you without the walker and also without walking using a keg. Give it up for Kay Gutos, everybody! Kay, I'm glad you're having your roast. I know it was on your vision board. Kay is a masseuse, but she likes to be called a massage therapist. That's dumb. That's like a janitor who wants to be called a custodian. Kay loves crystals, but her favorite rock is white, expensive, and snorted up her nose. And best when traded for a free massage. Also, Kay, where's that massage I traded you Coke for? Kay, I love that bit you have about snorting Coke off dudes' cocks. That's the whole joke. Kay, you look and sound like Michael Jackson. Kay doesn't laugh, she shrieks. Kay, you are a mouthy clam. Which is also what her ex-boyfriends call her vagina. Kay loves to trade massages for tickets at concerts, but the real happy ending is when she stops talking about manifesting her dreams. Kay, I'm sorry I didn't get you a gift. I thought pulling out was enough. All right, that's my time. Thank you, guys.
There we have it. Keep it going for Frankie. I gotta say, these guys really are my good friends. Can't tell you, leaving the comedy club at midnight, how much slower these guys had to walk so we could go to the bar. And I was on a cane. That's how you know you're your real friends. Let me, introduce our final comic here. This is Sean Barnes.
Good to see everybody. Thanks for coming out. Give it up for Kay. You know, she gives it up for everybody else. I had the pleasure of meeting Kay's mom outside. She had to leave early because she didn't want to hear any of the bad things we were going to say. So apparently Kay's mom is the one person who doesn't know she's a whore. How did you guys keep that a secret for so long?
She knows.
Well, we're here at a roast. Usually roasts are reserved for, people who have had illustrious careers or regional female comics who have turned 30. It's funny because Kay's not even regional. Unless you're really off on how you describe a region. But yeah, so we're here. Guys, I'm super happy to be here. Seriously, I want to thank Kay so much for having us be here. But I guess I shouldn't be too proud because Kay's not exactly known for her critical thinking skills. So I'm just honored to be here, I guess. Give it up for the other comics we've had up here so far tonight. Thank you, guys. Blake Whitbeck is here, of course. I give Blake a lot of credit. All the comics I know, he's the one that's most committed to his craft. I do have to say that. What other comic would wake up every morning and meticulously dye half their mustache just so they could have material? I think that would be great. I'm shocked you didn't do any material about your mustache tonight. A lot of people don't know, but Blake actually was trying to be a rapper before he became a comic. So you understand my disappointment when his roast wasn't a diss track tonight. But I originally did tell myself that I wasn't going to tell jokes about Blake's mustache because that would be too easy. But then I remembered that's why Blake tells them, because they're easy. It's an easy joke. Frankie Jeb is also here tonight. What's up, Frankie? Yo. Frankie identifies as Anglo-Indian, which sounds exotic, but it just means his ancestors were the original colonizers. Not Pakistani at all, actually. Did some research before I came up here. I was like, what does that even mean? Oh, he's super white. That's what that means. Okay, Google it, guys. But I guess, Frankie works as a guide on whitewater rafts and you're on ski patrol too, right? Yeah, if I had two of the whitest jobs ever, I'd try to come up with something about myself that's kind of interesting. So I guess Anglo-Indian is where it's at. Frankie and Kay dated briefly this past year. Not a lot of people in the scene realized that, but I knew it right away. Frankie would post his jokes on Instagram, and I would hear Kay laughing super loud. I mean, Frankie's funny, but he's not that funny. So I was just like, oh, she likes him. And then they started dating, and then when his set would end on a video clip I saw on Instagram, no one was applauding louder, because she's a real supportive lady. And then they broke up, and it's just silence. But she's been cracking up a little bit now recently. I don't know, maybe, who knows? Sparks are flying again. But yeah, I'm super happy to be here, guys. And what's nice is that each of the comics here tonight represents a different part of who Kay is as a person. Everyone knows that Kay loves to smoke, so Blake Whitbeck is here because he's the only comic I know besides Kay who will always have weed on them and is always willing to share, so props to Blake. Thank you. Yes. You have to share with everybody here now. So. Did you bring it up, weed? It's also no secret that Kay loves to fuck her friends. It's how she shows her best buds that she cares. So even though they're no longer a thing, they're still friends. So she kept Frankie in the lineup, which I think is great. Well, it's either that or Kay is just really bad with confrontation. So it was either that or it was just easier to keep him on. So I guess that's what happened. She doesn't want to face her actual problems. That was for you. I didn't even know it was for you, and that was for you. You were clapping. I don't know. Yeah, you were like, yes, she doesn't face her problems. Yeah. Someone tell her. Oh, sorry. I apologize. But Blake had mentioned that Jordan Perna was supposed to be here, and it's funny that he wasn't able to come tonight. because he actually represents Kay's gay side. But the way that that's funny is because it sounds like fun at first, but once the commitment gets too real, it's easier to just back out at the last minute. Let's not forget our roast master, Aaron. Thank you for coming up and doing this, dude. He's obviously here to represent every part of Kay that is broken. So, a little on the nose, if you ask me, but we'll take it, I guess. Kay's humor's never really been subtlety. So, and finally, the reason we're all here is, well, not the reason we're all here. I guess the reason I'm here is because I represent what Kay thinks is her best side, which is her ass. And much like Kay's ass, I think I'm going to be the best part of this roast. Not because I'm actually any good, but just because by the end of the night you'll be like, yeah, it was fine. It was good. I guess when compared to everything else, yeah, that was actually pretty good. So, not a lot of people know this actually, but Kay first got into improv before getting into stand-up comedy. And the reason she had to stop is because she never learned that yes and ended when you got off stage. I really want to stress that Kay is a self-proclaimed whore, but she always emphasizes that she may be a slut, but she's a super clean slut. What I respect the most about her is she actually seems like the type of person who would carry Plan B in her purse. So I can respect that. Kay brags a lot that men are always saying her name in bed. But what really is happening is she'll be like, yeah, you like that? And you're like, okay. Kay recently got booked to do a set as part of the Women Are Funny series, which was great. Seriously, good job. Congratulations. Before then, I never really understood the expression exception that proves the rule, but now I totally get it. That makes a lot of sense. Not really helping the cause, but there you are. Here's an example of what not to do. Is that how they introduced you? Okay. Obviously, I'm kidding. In fact, I commend Kay because on Instagram she has twice as many followers that I do. Must be because she's twice as funny as me, right? That's got to be the only reason. A few months ago, Kay actually complained that because on Instagram a photo of her in a t-shirt got more likes than all of her comedy clips combined. Yet we're all here promoting her comedy career because she still hasn't taken the hint. So, as a massage therapist and yoga instructor, Kay stresses the importance of maintaining balance. Proper pH balance. This has nothing to do with yoga, I'm sorry. It's about that yeast infection you were telling me about. Kay told me that she was excited to go out on a date with someone who was out of her league, and I was like, you could have just told me you were going on a date. That shit's really just implied at that point. One time, Kay recorded my set for me at a show, and when she sent me the file, she freaked out because she accidentally sent me a nude photo. What she didn't realize is that she totally would have gotten away with it, because I just assumed it was a picture of her nephew at a pool party. Kay, girl, you can wear whatever you want. Is advice that she has taken way too literally. More than once, I've seen Kay perform without pants on. I like to stress that I'm talking about stand-up comedy. It would be the middle of winter, and there she is on stage in just a giant sweater and an overcoat. But I think we're only one more joke about her ass away from getting an eyeful of what can I only assume is like a very thick winter snatch. You know what I'm saying? It's very... like a thicket, really. It's natural. I do give her credit though, being the borderline alcoholic that she is, she did find a loophole because typically places that people perform bottomless legally are not allowed to serve alcohol. So that's good. It's a strip club joke. Anyway. Blake got it. Kate, you've mentioned several times on stage that you have a lazy eye. And honestly, I've never noticed. Just like your comedy, you keep telling people about it and no one's ever actually seen it. All right, guys, that is it for me. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kate, for having us here. We really appreciate it. And do this.
We're going for Sean, everybody. And another round for Blake and Frank. Yeah, is there anybody else that would want to come up and sit?
We got some roasters.
Ooh. You go first.
Yeah, I'm not going to be as good as anyone else.
Give it up for Jana!
You know, I'm kind of like the fluffer or whatever you call it, right? Okay, I mean, I guess I wrote a bunch of stuff for Kay, but I was made aware that I should probably acknowledge you guys. So, I mean, I made a lot of this stuff up as I went, so like, Sean, you know, it kind of seems like you're the victim of a trope, like this like whole lesbian thing. I mean, I think you look more like a normal gay barista. Blake, I mean, got milk? I'm sure you've heard that one. I'm sure you made that one up by yourself. More like half and half, right? Frankie.
Don't do it.
You're ugly. Sorry, I just don't know you really well, and you actually were kind of funny.
You're not ugly.
You know, I just kind of like came up onto this, but like, I didn't know what Kathleen saw in you, but then I heard Ski Patrol and I was like, that's it. That's it. So happy birthday to my best friend Kathleen. You've spent almost a whole month celebrating your birthday at this point.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
hell yeah. And I'm really glad that you're leaning into this comedy thing like wholeheartedly, because there's no way at this point that you're gonna work at a Fortune 500 company. They're gonna run a background check on you and they're gonna be like, and it's not gonna be hard, right? Because you just put it all out there. And I'm a good friend, so I was only gonna talk about the stuff that's known, the stuff that's already out there. Luckily for me, that's literally your whole life. But honestly, like, there's not too much bad I can say about Kathleen. But she's a good friend. She's always there for her people. You know, if you ever need a ride somewhere, or if you ever need anything, she's right there. I feel like I could really lean on her, and I literally call her. I'll talk about, I mean, I'm a biology student right now, just so you guys all know, because a lot of you don't know me. And I'll call her, and I'll literally prattle off about genetics for like an hour, and she'll just be like, oh my gosh, that's so amazing. You're so, yeah, like, that's so interesting, I get it. And I'm like, I get to the end of it, and I'm like, what the fuck am I saying? I'm such a, I'm saying every time. But yeah, you're just a really good person. I can't really say anything bad about you, you know. You're hot, you're young. Everyone wants to talk about, oh, now she's 30. 30s are the best time in your life, people.
Yeah.
30s, you're confident, and you can actually go after what you want.
True.
And you're confident enough to do it.
Yeah.
Period.
Okay, that's good.
Sorry, I'm not very funny.
All right, Erin, get on up here, Erin. This is the other Erin.
except she's a good friend. I am a comedian. I kind of came up, I found you through Instagram and through our love of comedy. And, you know, she's a really good friend. She really is. I have nothing to say about these guys because guys don't matter. Even though I just met Frankie at a bar for like 5 minutes ago. I don't know the other two. Sorry. No, but I found Kay through Instagram. And no, did that hurt your feelings?
Nothing could hurt Frankie's feelings after a while.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't think I could say anything like you said Frankie was ugly. I agree. I did not write
He's in the spin
I didn't
cycle.
write anything. I'm just going off right here. Now I feel bad. No. I don't think I have it.
His dick's small too.
Also, I've said this to many people. I am the youngest here. I feel like I'm the youngest comedian here. I'm only 23 and I can't believe I'm doing this. My parents are like, you can't do comedy. I'm like, I know I can't. I'm not funny. No, but I'm just really glad to be here. I'm seeing Kay, finally. I got out of my isolated, hole of the pandemic. And I know that I promised Kay that I would do things, but I got sick. But now I'm here, and I'm glad I can see you, finally.
Me too.
Okay, who's next? This is so much fun. Emily, give it up! My really good friend, Emily Nancy, best friend since kindergarten.
Well, I don't know your names, but the guy in the middle, I know that you look like Jeffrey Dahmer mixed with Tobey Maguire. Sorry, I don't know your name though. But I know Kay for 25 years. She's a great friend. Came up with some roasts here.
Vegan roast.
Just want to say I do love you. Don't worry. Okay, I'm dying to know where you got your outfit from. Aldi or the kids you used to nanny's grandma? I bet you would rather walk around Aldi with your hands full of groceries than to spend a quarter on a shopping cart. You have no problem cashing in your childhood piggy bank for drugs, though. I bet you have all your groceries lined up, I bet you don't even have groceries, but you have all your drugs lined up for Memorial Meltdown next week. I don't know how you smoke before doing this. Actually, you're a different breed. You would get a healer mix, because that's what you are, a healer mix. You're a healer mix with a wook raccoon. We like to save money, so much so that we went to Montreal when we were 20. And we were driving around looking for a hotel. We stayed at the we went to the Holiday Inn. We didn't like the price. They recommended the domestic violence shelter across the street where we could save $10. We're like, yeah, it's cheaper. So we stayed there. Both of our wallets got stolen. Go figure. Little did we know staying at that domestic shelter was foreshadowing for our next relationship. And we voluntarily stayed in those. No shelter needed. People that went to Lake George know about poop girls already. But for those that don't, we went shit in the house when we were 14. The guy just was in our class. He didn't do anything to us. Let's just say not only does Kay shit where she eats, she also fucks where she shits. oldest son in the house. Ew, this whole thing's giving wedding speech vibes. But we all know that got canceled. I was always the single friend for years. Now Kay's playing that role, loud, hard, and proud. No pun intended. And to backtrack off the wedding being canceled, she had the most epic rebound. We went to Europe, explored many countries, whatever. But I learned her mating call in the streets of Amsterdam. In the middle of the night, this girl heard, and I swear, she went running faster than a drug dog chasing herself. And I'm a little jealous she didn't have to even pay for a single lift ticket this year. I had to buy a pass. All she had to do was sleep with one of the three people. Frankie, she only needed a couple runs on Mount KK. She got a whole season from you.
It's a black diamond.
She hates some of my favorite things. Dong, seltzer, mints, gummies. She won't even swish Listerine, but she'll gargle your cum. She'll even take a pill from a random homeless person, but won't take a weed gummy from her best friend from a medical dispensary because gummies are awful. She breaks things, leases, hearts, and her poor car. I'm proud of you though. You've upgraded from scraping resin balls off your bowls to handing out cartridges from your friends. Love you. You claim to live a double life. It's okay to say you're bisexual though. Kay, your love is blind with or without contacts. She used to kick around soccer balls and dribble basketballs. Now she snorts 8 balls and juggles different sets of balls on the regular. By the way, you're 30 now. It's time to update your website from 28. Happy birthday!
That makes me a little nervous. Okay, it's close to my head.
Erin's off the crutch and passed it on to me. I'm really glad for you though, truly. But have a paper like an ancient.
Can you see okay? Do you want to turn the lights up? Will you just turn the lights up, Mike? Nice. Yeah, will you just turn the lights up, please? Thank you.
Thank you.
Whoa.
That was a mistake. Wow.
Oh, I like it. I was good.
I didn't realize it was this high until that. Hi, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lauren. Hi, Kay.
Hi.
Happy 30th birthday. The only time I've ever worn this dress was to bury my grandmother. I wore it today to honor the burial of your dash of dignity. You've gone from being severely bullied throughout school to getting off on being publicly humiliated. Who knew that comedy would be your pipeline to masochism? Hey Blake, I think we've talked once before, but if not, it's nice to meet you. Hey Sean, hey Frankie. Thank you all for being here and making it more probable for this janky stage to collapse. I've been looking for a quick way to get paid. Blake, you look like you're always thinking about the next PlayStation release. You look like GameStop materialized into a pedophile. Sean, you co-host a podcast and were desperate enough to feature Kay. Or I'd have never known about it. For all of you out there, it's called the Super Salad Podcast. The name confused me at first, but then I saw Sean and I was like, oh, I get it. Super Salad Aversion. Frankie, all that time you spent putting out for Kay, I kept wondering, what would it take for you to start putting out new material? And it turns out it was Kay asking you to do this roast. Which brings me back to you, Kay. Although she goes by Kay, I'm sure most of you know her first name is Kathleen. However, most people don't know Kathleen means pure. Well, kudos means far from. Seriously, have you heard her jokes? Kay, I'm so proud of all the growth that you've made in the past year. You paid off your car, you amplified your spicy food threshold, you finally learned how to turn on my vape pen without assistance, and most impressive of all, you became a comedian. Last year, when you told me you were doing a full-hour stand-up show for your comedy debut, I was slightly concerned. But then I remembered that you've been doing one-liners for years. Kay, to be with you on stage for your 30th birthday truly is so full circle. Kay and I have been friends for 17 years. We became close in high school during our time performing the play, Anything Goes, which is also a list of her standards for hooking up with people. Hey, your dyke and training outfits consistently strip the aura of all heterosexuality. Yet, you always have a minimum of 5 guys ready to bang you. She also has so many friends. Kay truly has an amazing way of connecting with strangers. She will call someone her bestie, say I love you, and say it's her astrological destiny to peg, all within 10 minutes of it. Okay, you're a healing artist and you shout to communicate. All this time I never realized you were just like Hitler. Not that you look like him. You look like Lord if she was raised by a pack of wolves. Okay, you really are an amazing friend. You are so much fun. You're great at giving advice. And if I loan you anything, I know I can count on you to give it back, broken or stained. With all my heart, I appreciate you. I love you. And I hope you got off to this. One of our other friends who couldn't be here tonight gave me something to read for you.
Oh, yay!
From Hannah Williams.
Oh, yay!
Hey, this is me as Hannah, obviously. Hey, from our first date, I knew we'd hit it off. It's rare to find somebody with the same history of dating assholes, shared family dysfunction, and childhood trauma. The holy trio. It's oddly comforting to have fellow daddy issues, buddy. Both cursed with a thing for much older men. Speaking of which, I've got some advice for you that will help reveal if your date is too old for you. All you have to ask is, where were you on 9/11? If you were in grade school and he was on his way to work, that's your sign to leave it alone. All right, enough of my lame attempts at trying to be funny. In all seriousness, I admire you so much and I'm incredibly proud of your growth over the past year. Keep being the badass you are, and cheers to turning 30. By the way, I'm sorry I'm not there in person to celebrate. I was worried this was another tactic to get us all together for a 2-hour therapy session like last year for your first date. Love you so much.
Lauren Azer and Hannah Williams. Thank you guys. That was so great. Has anybody else either prepared something or just wants to come up here and just say anything? You don't have to actually prepare anything. You can toast. That's why I called it a roast toast. So you can just come up here and tell me how much you love me. Like, if you want, like.
Tim.
Yeah, right. Tim. That's never gonna happen. Mike, can you give me something to drink? Can you bring me a Pilsner, please, number 1? Thank you.
2 of those.
Oh, we'll make that 2. Stat, yes. Yeah. Thank you. Wow, everyone, that was so much fun. That really exceeded my expectations. I'm blown away. Thank you guys so much for everything prepared. So great. All right, cool. It's my turn.
Hey, your friends are funny.
I know. That's so embarrassing. I set you guys up for failure. That's on me.
So, give it up for Aaron again. Aaron's the degenerate older brother I always wanted. Appreciate him so much.
Whoa, way to call me out.
I actually.
As he brings you a drink.
Yeah, as you bring
Thank you, Aaron. I actually asked Aaron to host tonight because I wanted to prolong the show a little bit, and he's got a little bit of a limp, so
I have to drag it out for weeks.
needed some extra time. What can't you survive, Aaron?
Can't?
Yeah, drug addiction, how many hit and runs? Shit.
Yeah. Well, one was a hit and run, the other one the old lady stopped.
Oh, okay, that's nice. Glad to hear
It's
that.
nice enough not to peel out.
Yeah, right. I told Aaron that I got into running recently, and he's like, it's really bad for you, Kay. I don't know if you know this. I'm like, oh, really? How about you set up another line, okay?
Put on the knees, what do you say? Cycling's easier.
That's where you draw the
Except it almost
line.
got me killed, so hey, there's a double-edged sword there.
That's fair. Guys, give it up for Blake. Blake. I knew I liked Blake immediately because he's really easily amused. He's a really easy laugh, so we have that in common. Why does he look like he's a Disney villain, though? But truly, he's got more of like a Disney hero origin, from trailer park to bar stage. Come on. That's impressive. And Blake, he's actually decent at pool, but he's nowhere near as good as I am, so he learned to get me on his team early on, though. He has a chance to win that way. Tracy!
No.
Sorry that my friends destroyed you. I did not see that coming at all.
That sucks.
No, guys, Frankie's the nicest guy I've actually ever dated, seriously. But the bar is so low that that's not saying a lot, okay? Frankie's a fisherman. He goes to Alaska to go fishing for salmon. So you think that that'd be really hot, but he actually just smells like stanky pussy instead. He's also a whitewater raft guide, and he's a ski patrol. So he just likes to be poor full time. That's what he likes to do. I was trying to figure out, why things didn't work between us, but it's because he's from the northern part of Lake George and I'm from the southern part of Lake George. So it's like trying to set up like someone from Deadliest Catch with someone from the Jersey Shore. Not gonna work. Frankie ended up deciding to put me in the friend zone, and it's honestly no different than actually dating him. Like every time we were in bed, he'd like come and be like, "Dude, I'm gonna come in." I do have to thank you for a lot, Frankie. Thank you for teaching me that even if you eat a guy's ass, he's still not gonna want to date you. I had to say all that stuff so that you could hate me so that you don't miss me as much. So you're welcome. Give it up for Sean, guys. Sean came here all the way from Amsterdam. It's surprising that he's from there, considering he's not addicted to meth and doesn't work in a factory. Yeah, only person. Thank you so much for taking the night off from Twitch to be here. I know that's how you usually spend your Saturday nights. Sean is a Disney adult, if it wasn't obvious. I think the only reason why he's friends with Blake is he's looking for an autograph. I've always really liked Sean because he, doesn't treat me any different. So, and he always just treats me like the piece of shit that I am. So, thank you, Sean. I appreciate that. All right, that's all I got for you guys. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and roast myself. Okay? Is that okay? That's most of my comedy, anyways. If you guys have ever seen a show, you know what's up. But I'd say that you should probably just lower your expectations slightly because not a lot of talent out over here outside of the bedroom. That's just the truth, And I actually am so excited that this finally worked out because I've been planning this birthday party since Bunny's birthday. I'm that asshole. She turned 30 in January. I'm like, guys, okay, this is what we're gonna do for my birthday. She's like, can't I just have one day, where you're not talking about yourself every second you get? That's probably why she's not here tonight. I can't believe that I'm finally turning 30, guys. I know that's hard to believe. I know I look like I'm 40. Drug abuse will do that, honestly. Molly's all fun and games until you're looking 10 years older, so beware. I did think that I'd be married with a house and kids by now, but actually I'm just single. I rent an apartment from my brother, and I have a dog that has more trauma than I do. So. But I actually am starting to sleep with guys that own their own house, so I feel like that's a step in the right direction. Considering all the homosexuals I've dated in the past. And if you don't know what a homosexual is, that means that it's someone who'll sleep with anybody for a roof over their head. Right, Frankie? Familiar with that. Someone recently asked me how I have so many friends, and I was sad that they haven't figured out the hack yet. Drugs. Just always have drugs on you. Everyone loves you. That's the truth. Everyone knows that I've been saving up for a van. I got 30 cents, guys. That's literally that's all I have to show for that. It's very successful over here. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'll get laryngitis frequently, and it's not from, actually being sick or anything. It's just from screaming and talking shit and smoking spliffs nonstop. So I actually got laryngitis at Kelly's wedding last weekend, and my brother said that I sounded like I smoke 2 packs a day, but it wasn't enough for me to not be able to bag a gooseman, right? It sounded like I was like Batman or something, like, you gonna stay here or what? That's kind of pretty much all that I have, so. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay. I appreciate you all immensely. Love you guys. The moon. Tip your bartender because it's me. So. Thanks again. Everyone get home safe.
Happy birthday